Good morning, faculty, family, friends, and fellow graduates.
Today is a monumental exclamation point along our journey.
Here we are, gathered in our caps and gowns, ready to turn the page to the next chapter of our lives.
We wanted it badly enough, we were brave enough, and now, here we are.
Let's take a moment to be proud of how far we've come.
The road here has been far from easy.
Every moment you chose courage over comfort brought you to this day.
We are living proof that persistence, hope, and community can carry us through anything.
Even though we come from different places and walks of life, SNHU made us feel connected, supported, and seen.
You showed up when it was hard. You sacrificed when no one was watching.
We built a community of learners who pushed, challenged, and lifted each other up.
Today, we graduate together.
But it's not the end of our learning journey.
It is now our turn to be a source of encouragement and inspiration.
The world needs our voices, our ideas, and our courage now more than ever.
We are the very foundations of the world that is to come.
We're not just celebrating what we achieved, we're honoring who we've become in the process.
So never stop dreaming. Show up for yourself and show up for others.
We put in the work to get here. So give yourself a round of applause because this is your moment.
Relish and bask in the accomplishment of today. You've all done excellent and you've earned it.
Southern New Hampshire University Class of 2025.
We did it.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the 2025 commencement ceremony. My name is Dr. Jennifer Batchelor, University Provost at SNHU. It is my great pleasure to welcome all of the families, friends, faculty, staff, and of course our graduates who are here with us today or watching via live stream. We are thrilled to be celebrating the SNHU class of 2025. I would now like to ask if you are able to please rise for our national anthem, sung this afternoon by one of our graduates, Olivia Gaines.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Thank you, Olivia. This year we have graduates representing all 50 states and U.S. territories, 61 countries, and a wide range of cultures and faith traditions. I want to acknowledge that we gather on the unceded traditional territory of 7 indigenous nations, the original stewards of this land. We honor their deep connection to this place and recognize the enduring and ongoing presence of their people and culture. We also recognize our university community as part of a city built on the backs of immigrants and working people. So now let us take a moment of silence, and whether in prayer or simple contemplation, remember that our success has its roots with those who came before us, including loved ones no longer with us. Let them all be present with you in your heart. Thank you. Now, to get us started, I would like to introduce the platform party. I will ask you to stand up if you are able as I announce you by group or name and remain standing during the introductions. Leading the procession was our mace bearer, Anthony Siciliano. Representatives from the academic and executive leadership teams of the university, and our alumni speaker and student speaker. And finally, University President Lisa Marsh Ryerson. You may be seated. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge our longtime closed caption provider, Deborah Knapp, and our sign language interpreters, Heather Geiser and Kristen Chenoweth-Curdy. Now I'd like to invite Anthony Siciliano, Dean of Global Campus Liberal Arts Programs, to the podium to begin our faculty and graduate acknowledgement.
She just told me I was getting fired. Thank you, Dr. Batchelor, and good afternoon, all. It is often customary to have the faculty and graduates process into the arena and be announced by school or program area. We didn't want to make you stand out in the cold, so we'd like to acknowledge you now. I have the honor of recognizing the first group with the faculty and graduates of Southern New Hampshire University's Liberal Arts and General Studies programs. Please rise if you are able. President Ryerson, it is my honor to present the graduates of Southern New Hampshire University's liberal arts programs. Our students explore the human experience to enrich their journeys as dynamic global citizens. We cultivate a passionate community that practices respect, collaboration, creativity, leadership, empathy, self-reflection, problem-solving, and flexible and adaptive communication. Liberal arts students learn to question assumptions in the search for truth while they imagine the work to bring about a better future in their local and global communities. Let me also take a moment to acknowledge our incredible faculty, deans, advisors, and staff who have contributed to the success of these graduates. Thank you all for what you do. Please join me again in congratulating the newest graduates of SNHU's liberal arts programs. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Cheryl Frederick, Global Campus Academic Dean of STEM, with the faculty and graduates of Southern New Hampshire University's Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math programs. Please rise if you're able. President Ryerson, I'm pleased to introduce the newest graduates of our STEM programs. STEM, an integral part of our daily existence, encompasses science, technology, engineering, and math. With your degree in hand, you embark on a journey filled with promise, leveraging your technical expertise, creative problem-solving skills, collaborative nature, and unwavering resilience. You hold the promise to innovate products, systems, and connections using ethical and responsible methods, ultimately fostering positive change for communities worldwide. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the many faculty, staff, and advisors that helped these graduates reach the finish line today. Please join me again in congratulating the newest graduates of SNHU's Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math programs. Please be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Frederick. Congratulations to the class of 2025. You look marvelous. Happy commencement. And I add a warm welcome to all of our guests as well. I'm Lisa Marsh Ryerson, president of Southern New Hampshire University, and I am thrilled to welcome you to our commencement ceremonies, because today is a glorious day and a day of grand celebration, a celebration of your hard work, your resilience, your growth, and your success. For each of you, this moment reflects years of dedication, effort, and purpose. From SNHU's earliest days, back in 1932, with just 50 students, learners have always been at the heart of our university, and that remains true today. The strength of SNHU comes from you, our learners, now our graduates. This weekend, we come together to celebrate more than 5,000 graduates, a long way from those first 50 graduates. And each of you is part of a global network of learners that now includes more than 300,000 alumni. And as Provost Batchelor shared, you represent today all 50 states and more than 61 countries. And you bring with you an incredible range of lived experiences. Some of you joined us directly from high school. Others continued on to your master's degrees after completing your undergraduate degrees. This afternoon, we celebrate our ROTC cadets in training and veterans who completed coursework while deployed. We honor working professionals who earn degrees while balancing jobs and caregiving and all that life can bring. We celebrate our first-generation graduates, and we recognize those of you who have reached this milestone while navigating illness, loss, or profound personal challenge. I have this privileged, grand opportunity to stand up here and look out at each of you. And what I see is the spirit of those earliest students, those first 50 learners who believed education could open doors. I also stand here thinking about your individual journeys, the journeys that led you here today. The SNHU arena is filled with powerful stories today. Let me share just a few. Let me begin by having you join me in celebrating Kaylee, who balanced full-time work and parenthood while pursuing her degree program. Then came an unexpected diagnosis, 2 brain aneurysms, just 7 months before Kaylee expected to graduate. In the face of this news, Kaylee kept going. She continued her studies through doctor's appointments and hospital stays. Today, Kaylee graduates with a dream of becoming a family and addiction counselor, ready to create a better life for her family and a brighter future for others. Congratulations, Kaylee. And we celebrate Desiree and Michael, a married couple who walked together today, joining us from Missouri. What began as a middle school crush has grown into a partnership that carried them all the way to this afternoon. The duo completed countless study sessions at their dining room table and also at a shared desk. Today, Desiree and Michael make their second graduation lap together. Just as they did in high school, they'll cross the stage as first-generation college graduates. And finally, it's a pleasure to share a bit of Croydon's story. In his 40s, he made the bold decision to change careers, stepping away from a decade in banking to pursue cybersecurity. During his program, Croydon faced a serious health crisis, a heart attack. But even from his hospital bed, he submitted that discussion board post every Thursday night. Croydon graduates today with his second SNHU degree, and to show others that it is never too late to start again. Each of you, yes, each of you brings a story that is uniquely yours. You've faced setbacks. You've pushed through moments of doubt, submitted your assignments on Sunday nights, and discovered strength you may not have known you had. You have inspired those around you, just as you have inspired me and the entire SNHU community. Speaking of inspiration, no one arrives today at commencement on their own. Let's take a moment to recognize the people who supported you along the way. They've been with you through the long nights, through the hard days. They've offered encouragement when you needed it most, and they've celebrated your victories, victories large and small, every step of the way. Graduates, please find your family and friends and supporters in the stands or online. Give them a wave, a smile, a heartfelt thank you. Thank you. Graduates, as you move forward from this day, carry with you the knowledge that our world is stronger because of who you are and because of all you've accomplished. When we expand access to learning, we strengthen lives, we strengthen families, we strengthen our communities. As you cross the stage today, you are fulfilling the promise of higher education, not only by earning your degree, but by opening new doors and fueling new dreams. I know for certain the world needs your leadership. It needs your creativity, your empathy. It also needs your courage. You are SNHU graduates, and that means you lead with passion, perseverance, and purpose. Our community, our nation, our world is far better with you in it. Congratulations to the SNHU class of 2025. We are so proud of you. For each of our commencement ceremonies, a student speaker is selected through a rigorous process led by a university-wide committee to share remarks with fellow graduates. Please join me now in a warm welcome for your student speaker, John Nolan.
Good afternoon, President Ryerson, Board of Trustees, esteemed faculty, friends, family, and all of you, my fellow graduates. When I started my journey at SNHU, my life was already really full. I had a career in manufacturing, family obligations, and the occasional battle with my dog over control of the couch. She usually wins. But today, standing here in this moment, I see it as both the finish line and the start of something new. The finish line of late nights, hard work, and sacrifice. The start of new opportunities, new challenges, and new ways for us to make an impact. My own path did not begin with college. It began with the military. I became a soldier. A combat veteran, and through that service, I learned discipline, resilience, and sacrifice. Afterwards, I did start school, but due to life obligations, and if I'm honest, my own failure to follow through, I didn't finish at that time. For years, that was an unfinished chapter that weighed on me. Now, coming back to school later wasn't easy. I'm older, carrying more responsibility that I didn't have the first time, but I also came back with perspective. The discipline that I learned from the military, the patience that life had taught me, and the determination to not let this chance slip away again. And here we are. And let me tell you, I didn't cross that finish line alone. My family was with me every step of the way. They're cheering me on when I doubted myself. My mentors and my leaders at work, they pushed me and held me accountable. My professors gave me not just knowledge, but they also gave me encouragement. And my classmates, all of you, reminded me none of us are walking this path by ourselves. You know, when I told my sister about being here today, she teared up. And she said, Mom and Dad would be so proud of you. I wish they were here today cheering me on so that they could see the man that I've become. You know, that moment, it reminded me why I came back. To make them proud, to make my family proud, and finally to make myself proud. This degree, it represents more than just credits and grades. It represents resilience. It represents second chances. It represents finishing what we start, even when life gets in the way. And I know I'm not the only one who feels this way. Some of us studied after putting kids to bed. Some of us logged in from hotel rooms while traveling for work. Others balanced military service, long shifts, and caring for loved ones. And yet, no matter where we started, we've all ended up here together today. You know, that's the beauty of this moment. It's not just about me or you individually. It's about us, the class of 2025. A group of people from every walk of life who refused to quit, who leaned on each other and proved that persistence pays off. So let's take this finish line. Let's turn it into our starting line, a launching point for careers, for families, for communities, for impact. We've proven we can rise after setbacks and finish strong. Class of 2025, this is our moment. Congratulations. So let's step forward with courage, lead with integrity, and build a future we can be proud of. Because if we can accomplish this, there's nothing we can't do. So stand tall, celebrate loud, and take pride in every step that got you here. Congratulations again, class of 25. The world is waiting for us. Thank you.
Thank you, John, and congratulations. That was awesome. Good afternoon. My name is Susan Nathan, and I'm the Chief Experience Officer at SNHU, and I have the honor of presenting the Excellence in Student Support Award. Each year, we ask the student body to nominate someone at SNHU who has made a positive impact on their journey with us. Hundreds of staff members were nominated, and a committee of academic and student experience leaders chose a winner to be recognized today. I am delighted to present the 2025 Excellence in Student Support Award to one of our liberal arts academic advisors, Devin Sipley. Devin, will you join me on the stage?
Good afternoon, everyone. First, congratulations on being here today. This is a huge accomplishment, and you should all be proud of yourselves. I would like to take a moment to thank all the students I have worked with for nominating me for this award, my wife Sierra and my son Dashiell, and for their constant support, and for SNHU for offering this to staff. I love being an academic advisor. If I didn't, I wouldn't have been in this role for the past 12 years. I think my fellow colleagues would agree that as advisors, we don't truly succeed in this position unless we care about our students and seeing them achieve their goals. Personally, this has been one of the biggest rewards for me. In any profession, it's always nice getting recognition from your peers or your supervisor, but it means so much more that this award was based on nominations from students. Reading the comments I received and the personal stories shared has been the highlight of my career. It allowed me to see firsthand the impact I have made, and I am truly honored to play a small role in their success. However, today is not about me. It's really about all of you sitting here. An academic advisor does everything we can to try to give you the tools to be successful in helping you navigate the challenges of earning a college degree. We're coaches on the sideline, cheering you on with every obstacle you overcome and encouraging you to get back up if you stumble or fall. However, in the end, no matter what we try to do, it's all of you. You've accomplished the work. You've put in the time, the effort, and the dedication to completing this goal. You've done countless hours of reading, written more papers than you can probably imagine, and sacrificed time with friends and family. And you're here this afternoon because of it. Earning a college degree is no easy task, and yet today, you have all achieved this. So let me leave you with this. Please be sure to take some time to celebrate your success, either on your own or with those loved ones close to you. You have all earned it. Just like I acknowledged my own students for allowing me to be a small part of their journey, I want to thank you for allowing me to share a few moments of your success this afternoon. Congratulations to all of you. Now, most of you don't know me, but I've always been a huge movie fanatic. So I'm going to end with one of my favorite quotes. This is from Mr. John Keating in the film Dead Poets Society. Carpe diem, seize the day. Make your lives extraordinary. Thank you all.
Congratulations, Devin. Well, we are fortunate to be gathered together celebrating today. Sadly, we have some graduates that we lost over the course of the past year. We were honored to have awarded them posthumous degrees, and I ask you to join me in keeping them and their loved ones in your thoughts and in our hearts. David Akinza Holman, Master of Business Administration. Alexis Killerin, Master of Science. Helmut Sager, Master of Science. Kendall Augustus, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Hannah Bowes, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Deborah D. Cato, Bachelor of Arts. Christopher Taylor Lee Constant, Bachelor of Arts. Karen Fables, Bachelor of Science. And Raina El-Khaled, Associate of Science. May they rest in peace. And now, before we begin reading your names and inviting you up for a photo and to award you your diploma, there is one last very important legal piece that we need to do to make all of this official. Dr. Batchelor, can you please assist me in conferring the degrees?
Will the graduates please rise if you are able? President Ryerson, the candidates standing before you have successfully completed the course of studies prescribed by the faculty of Southern New Hampshire University and have fulfilled all requirements for their chosen curricula.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Southern New Hampshire University and by the General Court of the State of New Hampshire, I hereby confer the degrees of Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, Master of Education, Master of Fine Arts, Master of Public Health, Master of Science, Master of Science in Nursing, and STEM Master of Business Administration. Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Associate of Arts, and Associate of Science, with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, graduates! You may be seated. And now it is my great honor to award the first diploma to our inspirational student speaker, John Robert Nolan, cum laude.
It's your time to shine. Here are some simple instructions for how name reading will work. Step 1. An aisle marshal will dismiss you by row. Leave your items at your chair, but be sure to take your name card with you. Step 2. Pause for a last-minute glam check by staff. They will ensure you look your best for the cameras. Step 3. Pose for your portrait. Step 4. Hand your name card to the name reader. They will confirm the pronunciation of your name. Step 5. Continue toward the front of the stage. Your name will be announced as you approach. Step 6. Receive your diploma cover and pose for a photo with university leadership. Step 7. Proceed down the center aisle and return to your seat. Congratulations! You did it!
Seis Persaud.
Olivia Marie Gaines, Associates with highest honors.
Cynthia Moore Griffin Grayson.
Jack T. Good.
Taylor Rose, summa cum laude.
Summer Rose Jusen.
Kimberly Luna.
Wilberto Sean Yi Donoy, summa cum laude.
Michael Brothwell, summa cum laude.
Felix Matos Cruz.
Elizabeth Ann Whipple, summa cum laude.
Maxwell Tristan Smith.
Michelle Locklear, summa cum laude.
Zachary Doherty.
Jonathan David Schofield, summa cum laude.
Danielle Littleton, cum laude.
Marcus Wilmore Jones, summa cum laude.
Alexander Sonnenberg III, magna cum laude.
Taryn Treester, summa cum laude.
Jesse Wayne Tucker.
Richard William Wyckoff Jr., summa cum laude.
Trevor Daniel Thompson, summa cum laude.
Jose Luis Bermudez, cum laude.
Eduardo Antonio Garcia.
Lawrence Tyler McCoy, summa cum laude.
Braden James Witcher, summa cum laude.
Nia Stewart, Associates with Honors.
Hillis Ellis, magna cum laude.
Ryan Scott Helmer, summa cum laude.
Michael Jubenville, summa cum laude.
Ryan Daniel Merck, summa cum laude.
Luigi Umberto Castaño, cum laude.
Michael Latunsky, magna cum laude.
William Chad Anthony.
Jeffrey Flores, magna cum laude.
Jennifer Nicole Hayes, summa cum laude.
Natalia Ortiz Lopez, cum laude.
Michael A. Cruz, summa cum laude.
Brandon Donnell Somerset, magna cum laude.
Lindsay Deal, summa cum laude.
David Franklin, summa cum laude.
Jessica Ann Schooley, associates with highest honors.
Allison Rose Bean, summa cum laude.
Tylen D'Angelo Lysett.
Madison Louderback, summa cum laude.
Jamie Ruggiero.
Sierra Marie Winson, summa cum laude.
Cody Conati, cum laude.
Summer Lynn Silva.
Matthew Anthony Gould.
Keely Shea Ferrari, cum laude.
Eduardo Perez Ruiz, summa cum laude.
Jean-Pierre Calva Montero.
Amanda Robinson.
Tiffany Ann Newby, cum laude.
Fred Jerome Johnson.
Scott Joseph Murphy, summa cum laude.
Angelo Correa.
Paulette A. Amaral, associates with highest honors.
Jason La Rochelle, summa cum laude.
Graciela Longo, summa cum laude.
Roderick Coleman, magna cum laude.
Ranil Prasad, cum laude.
Kashif Jones, magna cum laude.
Natasha Scott.
Sophia Lise Wilson, summa cum laude.
Marcus LeRae Cannon.
Joe Fantasia.
Elga M. Ramos.
Wallace Rocha Fornero, summa cum laude.
Nimsi Cordero.
Candace Elaine Cabado, associates with high honors.
Christine Elizabeth Welsh, associates with high honors.
Sarah Ann Gurton, summa cum laude.
Kristen Ann Muto, summa cum laude.
Jacob Bennett.
Terry Lynn Thompson.
John Cameron Barber, summa cum laude.
Patrick William Powell, cum laude.
Arif Salou, summa cum laude.
Nar Bahadur Batarai.
Ashley Yvonne Kuz, magna cum laude.
Lee Evan Wilson, magna cum laude.
Sarah Allison Camiolo, magna cum laude.
Angel E. Baez, cum laude.
Todd Lane, summa cum laude.
Stephen Ferris, summa cum laude.
Kyle Joseph Podpolucha, summa cum laude.
Julia Grace Carlson, associates with highest honors.
Ariel Guerrero, cum laude.
Jesse Knapp, cum laude.
Mary Jo Lavallee, summa cum laude.
Ariel Kirsten Fisher, associates with honors.
Carissa Lee Byington.
Alexander Cadena Jr.
Jean Marie Albert, summa cum laude.
Michael Humphrey, associates with highest honors.
Mohammed Shahinur Rahman, summa cum laude.
Thomas Henri Leboucher, summa cum laude.
Damika A. Smith, summa cum laude.
Wanda Liddell Sturgis, summa cum laude.
Nicholas Valles, summa cum laude.
Brian Carlton Perez, summa cum laude.
Dustin Waits, cum laude.
Peggy Colette Body.
Gage Allen May, summa cum laude. Brett William Speakman, summa cum laude.
Edianis Amaris Cardena Fumero.
Stephanie Young, cum laude.
Aiden Eric Dixon.
Mohammed Mustaba Ikram, summa cum laude.
Amir Dixon.
Alexander Frankel, magna cum laude.
Emmanuel Anthony Cortez, magna cum laude.
Joshua Matthew Villagomez.
Sydney Stewart.
Catherine Bell Hawley, summa cum laude.
Zachary Wombolt, summa cum laude.
Dana Marie Klukeski.
Gabrielle Alyssa Henderson.
Monique Ashley Skalberg, summa cum laude.
Jose Orlando Casanova Jr.
Graviel Mata.
Link Rodriguez, summa cum laude.
Marcus Jamal Davis, magna cum laude.
Jason Manuel Mata, summa cum laude.
Sabrina G. Tobin, summa cum laude.
Deja Parker.
Justin Scott Brown, summa cum laude.
Yasemin Jennifer Sunavindivat, summa cum laude.
Blake Gray Bates, cum laude.
Talon Henry Snyder, summa cum laude.
Sabrina Paige Stevens, cum laude.
Dana Marie Smith, summa cum laude.
Marissa Claire Wald.
Alexandra Elizabeth Johnson, summa cum laude.
Brandon Boyd, magna cum laude.
Marcos Antonio Olivares, magna cum laude.
Jonathan Robert Blank, magna cum laude.
Franklin Thomas Malisi, magna cum laude.
Shaylin Knorr.
Elena Joy Dimeno, summa cum laude.
Mohammed Farouk Hussein.
Heather Ann Moss, summa cum laude.
Victor Ferrer Escobar, summa cum laude.
Keyshawn R. Niblet.
Robert Wade Shirey, summa cum laude.
Elena Pitts.
Tara Lynn Fabergé, summa cum laude.
Gerald Patrick Crew III, magna cum laude.
Nicholas E. Cotter, summa cum laude.
Yancis de Jesus Nunez Santos.
Darcy Lee Palmer, cum laude.
Alexandra Pike Savage, summa cum laude.
Robin Elizabeth Fitzgerald, summa cum laude.
Brian A. Johnson, magna cum laude.
Phoebe Holloway.
Anna Grace Campbell, summa cum laude.
Justin R. Logan, summa cum laude.
Savannah J. Sherman.
Meridel Ann Gonzalez, summa cum laude.
Shelby Lynn Moore.
Fatima Aymayahi.
Lourdes Alvarez, summa cum laude.
Aiken Atan Roll Secours.
Nicole McMahon, summa cum laude.
Adam Leona, summa cum laude.
Gloriana Sarah Kittredge.
Justin Tejeda.
Solomon Curtis Bass V.
Robert Barber, summa cum laude.
Margene Dedra Mayo Baker, summa cum laude.
Wendy Lee Kelly, summa cum laude.
Carlos Gabriel Hernandez, magna cum laude.
Jennifer Richards, magna cum laude.
Javon Page, Associates with High Honors.
Taylor Marie Reeves Lopardo, cum laude.
Gina Marie Shabbat, summa cum laude.
Elise Harris.
Troyhan Jamal Miles, cum laude.
Anton Neal.
Saif Jimenez Garcia.
Sopanari Pin, Associates with highest honors.
Joshua Edward Blair, summa cum laude.
Zainab Lowe, summa cum laude.
Robert Lee Strong.
Mohammed Ali, summa cum laude.
Thomas P. Johnson, Associates with highest honors.
Seiku Ibrahima Bangura, summa cum laude.
Haley Lee Ellen Godfrey.
Brittany Mills, magna cum laude.
Ahmad Omar Obaidi, magna cum laude.
Christopher M. Springer.
Jose Gerardo Moreno, summa cum laude.
Danisha Villanueva.
Elizabeth Ann Page Sears, cum laude.
Jacqueline Valley, Associates with honors.
Jennifer Sweeney, magna cum laude.
Ashley Lynn Flick, Associates with high honors.
Andy Martinez.
Dakota Colton Hitchcock.
Stella Ann Tobin, magna cum laude.
John Lawrence Miller, summa cum laude.
Inga Reese Luria, magna cum laude.
Monica Rosario, cum laude.
Robin Andrea Luke.
Giovanni Thomas.
Hiram A. Haddock Sr., summa cum laude.
Georgians Yaka Collins Cole, summa cum laude. Keon Abbott, summa cum laude.
Stephanie Lachele Balderson, magna cum laude.
Amber Lee Bowman, cum laude.
Kyra Richard McGriff, Associates with Honors.
Logan Michael Wakefield, cum laude.
Sherelle Janice Scott.
Brian Linsday.
Edgar Gonzalez.
Christy Margaret O'Brien, summa cum laude.
Christopher D. Woodruff, summa cum laude.
Aaron Levon McClinton, Associates with high honors.
Danielle Cody, magna cum laude.
Mackenzie Post, summa cum laude.
Bailey Goodwin, Associates with highest honors.
Eric Matthew Medeiros, magna cum laude.
Richard George Wilson, summa cum laude.
Jessica Ann Jester.
Coy James Craig, Associates with highest honors.
Taylor S. Hall, magna cum laude.
Amanda Fields, cum laude.
Michael Devin Moore, summa cum laude.
Brandon Langheim, summa cum laude.
Fabiola Bautista Gudino, summa cum laude.
Reynaldo Ortiz.
Cody McGregor.
Joseph Tyler Brooks, summa cum laude.
Ashley Dior Jefferson, summa cum laude.
Sadie Alexis Prey, summa cum laude.
Anna Elizabeth McConkey, Associates with high honors.
Eric Berger, magna cum laude.
Scott Hubert Remisio.
Amanda Dewey, summa cum laude.
Kevin Alexis Morales.
Tosha Melissa Campbell.
Jesus Pernia Escorche, summa cum laude.
Tyrone Muhammad.
Demetrius Chaz Brereton.
Michelle Walker, cum laude.
Anamika Paudel, summa cum laude.
Eneda Enid Ojeda.
Andrea Lynn McNeil.
Kaneda Maya Rayron.
Curtis Henry Flowers II, magna cum laude.
Christopher Ken St. Pierre.
Brandon Norman.
Gretchen Dion Simpkins, summa cum laude.
Kayla Macklin, associates with honors.
Samantha Ives, magna cum laude.
David Michael Wynn, associates with highest honors.
Anthony Jason Nash, magna cum laude.
Julianne Martinez, associates with high honors.
Anthony J. Barnes.
Yakuba Conde, cum laude.
James Russell Ballinger.
Noah J. Martin, summa cum laude.
Matthew Bates.
Amarash Chiana Pittman, cum laude.
Erica Ann Greenman, associates with highest honors.
Gabriela Montague, summa cum laude.
Kenethia Venita Stewart.
Robert Wayne Haynes Jr., summa cum laude.
Gina L. Magro, cum laude.
Megan Elizabeth Blasco.
Daniel Paul Bankert, magna cum laude.
Kenneth Andrew Wise.
Jacob Kilroy, associates with highest honors.
Edmund Bactad Aguinaldo Jr., cum laude.
Luis Richard Barros, magna cum laude.
Charles Michael Haynes II, summa cum laude.
Elisha John Isaac.
Stephen Kenneth DeMarco.
Owen Harris, magna cum laude.
Tracy Celine Scott, magna cum laude.
Andrew Fowler, magna cum laude.
Alicia Lissette Bird.
Bridget Danielle Lorraine.
Cassandra Yvonne Bittner.
Leanne S. Keitmas, summa cum laude.
Monet Childers, associates with highest honors.
Jonathan Antonio Barnes, summa cum laude.
Lisette Hernandez, associates with honors.
Carrie Elizabeth Morse, summa cum laude.
Amanda Normandin, associates with honors.
Emily Madison Anthony, summa cum laude.
Mahogany King.
Kiki Kayla R. Fuller, summa cum laude.
Daniel Stenzel, associates with honors.
Alexander James Dabro, cum laude.
Natalie Robinson, summa cum laude.
Edward Lee Romero, summa cum laude.
Jeffrey Allen Cole, magna cum laude. Mallory Pryor, summa cum laude. Sydney Alpers.
Angela Schnell, magna cum laude.
Matthew Robert Cheever Kelly, magna cum laude.
Heather May Green Marquis, summa cum laude.
Kurshika Milburn, cum laude.
Austin Lott.
Brandon Lee, summa cum laude.
Cassidy Ann Lothman, magna cum laude.
Heather Denise Daddy, associates with high honors.
Joshua Patrick Rogers, summa cum laude.
Bethany K. Hunter, magna cum laude.
Zachary Lynn Wilt.
Jenna D. Capolino, magna cum laude.
Fayaz Yusuf Sheikh, summa cum laude.
Adrienne Alexandra Yvette Sturgeon, summa cum laude.
Patricia Marie Lee.
Benjamin Sturgeon, summa cum laude.
Christian Lawrence Mungal, summa cum laude.
Crystal Cotney, magna cum laude.
Jennifer Villorio.
Madison Lee Schultz, associates with highest honors.
Russell William Reckow Jr., summa cum laude.
Melanie Lynn Moyers, cum laude.
Ishan Dave.
Eric Magorian, summa cum laude.
Nicholas Medeiros, cum laude.
Catherine Yesenia Figueroa.
Yamel Marie Hernandez Gonzalez, magna cum laude.
Anthony M. Mason, summa cum laude.
Jason Belcher.
Kyle Gordon Killian, magna cum laude.
Edgar J. Urueta, summa cum laude.
Jessica Varner, summa cum laude.
Christina Louise Whitrock, magna cum laude.
Sheila M. Doucette, associates with honors.
Terrence Brandon Davis.
George Villeda Barraza.
Nurlan Gasimzadeh.
Dennis R. Pete Jr.
Courtney Warner, summa cum laude.
Patrick Bonaventure Ekaza, summa cum laude.
Sandra Bellido, summa cum laude.
Kaleka Michelle Brewster, cum laude.
Taylor Autumn Jordan, cum laude.
Gigi Gridley.
Rita Virilli Boland, summa cum laude.
Sterling Hazelton, summa cum laude.
John Day IV, cum laude.
Nellie Vanessa Bernal.
Kevin Lamar Allman, summa cum laude.
Frances Matilda Cassidy Rosario, summa cum laude.
Megan Ann Rose McLean.
Justin T. Murray.
Madison Eliana Samples.
Latanya Adams, summa cum laude.
Andre Yankiling Salvo, summa cum laude.
Lashonda Shanice Womack, cum laude.
Estefano Livy.
Ralph Rainier Fang, summa cum laude.
Benjamin Jeffrey C. Bunog Jr., magna cum laude.
Rose Mary Markram, summa cum laude.
Amber Lynn Fitzpatrick, magna cum laude.
Cody Ryan.
Christopher J. Arguento, magna cum laude.
Tia Leanne Ryan.
Bryce Zerby, cum laude.
Darius John Daly.
Sasha Vasquez, summa cum laude.
Courtney Lynn Tibbetts, summa cum laude.
Sydney Madison Lindsay, summa cum laude.
Spencer Prevalon, summa cum laude.
Brittany Aliyah Gibson, summa cum laude.
Megan Elizabeth Kuapala Bose.
Wayne Gabbert, summa cum laude.
Krishna S. Rogiers, summa cum laude.
Tani Christine Murphy, cum laude.
Tanya Kim Noyes, cum laude.
Kevin Eric Van Sickle, cum laude.
Joseph Michael Chazon Jr.
Rish Radha Bechu, summa cum laude.
Caitlin Alexis Huff.
Jalile Norman.
Cassidy Dilbert, Associates with Honors. Andon Mack, summa cum laude. Dana Jane Brennan Sweat, summa cum laude.
Angelos Anthony Drosos.
Daniel Stephen Bennett, summa cum laude.
Philip Emmanuel Nickerson Sr.
Brittany Louise Bourne, summa cum laude.
Nancy W. O'Brien, summa cum laude.
Karen Mukesh Kumar Patel, summa cum laude.
Larry Don Sanders III, summa cum laude.
Harley Daly, summa cum laude.
Skylar Phoenix Allen.
Delaney Kendra Molloy, summa cum laude.
Daniel Hartley, summa cum laude.
Jennifer Spencer, summa cum laude.
April Elizabeth Ruiz, magna cum laude.
Matthew Eliason, summa cum laude.
Rosani Cabrera.
Jeffrey Allison II, summa cum laude.
Mariana Zorn, summa cum laude.
Obed Giovanni Sanchez.
Jenna Ice, summa cum laude.
Steve Montague, magna cum laude.
Lacey Rowland, summa cum laude.
Jordan Mackenzie Richardson Jones.
Latricia Parker.
Sarah Apollonia Stoll.
Emily Elise Hartman, summa cum laude.
Heather Ashley Parajuli, summa cum laude.
Valerie Deneen Craig, Associates with Highest Honors.
Maria Leticia Matos, magna cum laude.
Catherine B. Flynn, summa cum laude.
Noah Rundell, summa cum laude.
William Eric Oles, magna cum laude.
Cesar Landrum.
Bethany Pisidia Gerard.
Noah Joseph Palmieri, magna cum laude. Jonathan Erith, summa cum laude.
Valerie Nicole Garcia, summa cum laude.
Sean Arias, cum laude.
Claire D. Masher, summa cum laude.
Aaron Getch, summa cum laude.
Elora Nix Newcomb, magna cum laude.
Christopher Robert Yates, summa cum laude.
Grace Class Horan.
Jessica Ann Keeler, summa cum laude.
Christopher Brian Miller.
Mary Grace Carroll.
Hunter Matthew Parents.
Jonah Lee Flores.
Jansen Jerun Ashby, magna cum laude.
Pasco Nkolu Lukunku.
Nathan Aaron Brown, summa cum laude.
Mackenzie Jill Smith, summa cum laude.
Betty Alceus Pyram, summa cum laude.
Santos Madiu Maguien Quot.
Jance Bishop, cum laude.
Terrence Lamar Foster.
Bryson Aldrich.
Leanne Emont, summa cum laude.
Dejan Stephen Spiller, summa cum laude.
Louvain Lacasi Luvualu, summa cum laude.
Joshua Richmond, summa cum laude.
Frederick Matthew Kondo, cum laude.
Kelly Shea Miller, summa cum laude.
Caleb Alexander.
Eric Che, summa cum laude.
Whitland Jean Paul.
Collins Okachukwu Wokoye Jr., summa cum laude.
Gabriel Arden Crooks.
Tiffany Kalea Thompson, associates with highest honors.
Samiksha Patel, summa cum laude.
Dolores Irene Casares Sotelo.
Bina Ramesh, magna cum laude.
Bianca Cristal Cervantes, associates with highest honors.
Veronique Deloche Perot, summa cum laude.
Brandy Denise Mayo, cum laude.
Justin W. Pacheco, summa cum laude.
Marissa Luminita Lanza, magna cum laude.
Jordan Shirk, summa cum laude.
Michaela Bender, magna cum laude.
Lori Elisa Anderson, magna cum laude.
Destiny Learned.
Nicolette Elizabeth Doak, magna cum laude.
Marquis Alexa Maybush, summa cum laude.
Ken Talent, associates with high honors.
Isabella Rose Moody.
Ruben Malikian, high honors and magna cum laude.
Taisha Lee Salcedo, magna cum laude.
Bradley Paul Rouse, summa cum laude.
Destiny Lee Valdez, summa cum laude.
Tawana Williams, cum laude.
Udani S. Rajapaksi.
Jared Allen Barcelos, cum laude.
Madison Gallant.
Ty Wesson Wheeler, magna cum laude.
Elana Hassan.
Hamza Rahman.
Marhama Gari, cum laude.
Dana Rosso, associates with highest honors.
Megan Nicole Campbell, summa cum laude.
Faith Kristen Shepard, summa cum laude.
Riley Mest, magna cum laude.
Rafael Gonzalez, cum laude.
Rain Mest, summa cum laude.
Kala Pudasad.
Caitlin Hilton, cum laude.
Abi Yesenia Oviedo, summa cum laude.
Austin Douglas Brancho, magna cum laude.
Miriam De Leon, summa cum laude.
Michelle Marie Mustard, summa cum laude.
Zaire Jeremiah Malik Gary.
Daniel Giannatzis, cum laude.
Vanessa N. Taylor.
Aurania Escobar, summa cum laude.
Jordan David Jenkins, summa cum laude.
Diane Campbell, associates with highest honors.
Christopher James Patrick Murphy Harold.
Doran Victoria Lopilato Allen.
Cindy Adrienne Hewlin, cum laude.
Sandra V. Hernandez, summa cum laude.
Jonathan Cloutier.
Michael Messina, cum laude.
Maruk Jamal Faridi, summa cum laude.
Jasmine and Kim Allen, associates with honors.
Jessie Rebecca Manzer, summa cum laude.
Malaya Michael, summa cum laude.
Heather Marie Kennison, magna cum laude.
Sean Runyon, magna cum laude.
Rebecca Sarai Cruz.
Whitney Ballum, summa cum laude.
Kayla Alexis Verity, magna cum laude.
Hansel Lee, summa cum laude.
Samantha Mary Jelinas Moore.
Zachary Pinard.
Demetria Dowdy McGee, cum laude.
William Robert Dubinsky, summa cum laude.
Amy Lynn Ferguson, Associates with Honors.
Adelbert Martinez Jr., summa cum laude.
Eva Grace Shakowski, magna cum laude.
Justin William Betancourt, magna cum laude.
Riley J. Esposito, summa cum laude.
Jasmine Kayla Thompson.
Ashley Diniega Larson, summa cum laude.
Alexis Ann Denisi.
Jake Kristen Ayacomo, magna cum laude.
Tammy Renee Calhoun, summa cum laude.
Jackson Paul Sampacini, cum laude.
Samantha Rose Santoya, cum laude.
Shania Maureen John, magna cum laude.
Christopher Ferreira.
Ali Tahab Bijik, cum laude.
Hawa Trawali.
Katarina Ann Cronus, magna cum laude.
James Charles Carr.
Ariel Crocus.
Kelsey Lynn Neal, cum laude.
Emmett Glenn Jameson, summa cum laude.
Samuel Osei, summa cum laude.
Kayla Ann Jackson, Associates with High Honors.
Catherine Jane Moran, magna cum laude.
Kayla Mulligan, summa cum laude.
Mallory Ann Marie Perrone.
Madeline Eileen Johansson, summa cum laude. Caitlin Diley.
Andrew Nelson Eberly.
Ashley Elizabeth Wilson McLean.
Adan Rivera.
Dominic Angel Perez, summa cum laude.
Melandra Orgil.
Luisa Doris Fernandez, summa cum laude.
Marissa Renee Shind, magna cum laude.
Abigail Marie Nason Beachy, summa cum laude.
Bibek Shrestha, summa cum laude.
Lindsay Esther Iona Cunningham, summa cum laude.
Ivy McKenna Picorni, summa cum laude.
Sean Avery Tyree, magna cum laude.
Forrest Wesley Wills.
Aaliyah Francis Weiner, summa cum laude.
Evan William Owens, cum laude.
Seth Hagan Woodson, summa cum laude.
Michael Montana, summa cum laude.
Andrew Leighton Pinnock, summa cum laude.
Thomas Christopher Shoemake, summa cum laude.
Kimberly Lynn Haggerton.
Mark G. Palmieri, summa cum laude.
Oscar Matute, summa cum laude.
Rihanna Darold, cum laude.
Sarah Della Shaw, magna cum laude.
Kirsine Floor Charles.
Kobe Austin Bazin, summa cum laude.
Richard Ashcraft, summa cum laude.
Haley Elizabeth Cassidy.
Katie Nicole Taylor, magna cum laude.
Gabriel Paul Ziegler, magna cum laude.
Samantha Reed, summa cum laude.
Gonzalo Patino, summa cum laude.
Christopher John Coleman.
Jacrista Retzel.
Anthony C. Green.
Charissa Jamak Lauren, summa cum laude.
Michael Joseph Clerico Jr., summa cum laude.
Alexia Alice Rivera, Associates with Highest Honors.
Tyler Nichols.
Max Archer Navarrete, summa cum laude.
Savannah Christine Byrne.
Emily Aurora Herrera, summa cum laude.
Elisa Natalia Rosario, summa cum laude.
Alexis Marie Shaw, cum laude.
Tay Cheyenne Ladd.
Kayla Kavanaugh, summa cum laude.
Christine Wanjira Gitumbi, magna cum laude.
Sabrina A. Foster, cum laude.
Lauren Ann Amposta Javier, summa cum laude.
Kristen May Buffington, summa cum laude.
Kenneth W. Maurer Jr.
Bill Tse, summa cum laude.
Justin Borton.
Kara A. Gracia, summa cum laude.
Kasi Agbovan, cum laude.
Melissa Ann Torino, cum laude.
Ramon Maldonado Jr., cum laude.
Crystal Chantel Anderson.
Samantha Marie Long Armstrong, cum laude.
Kaylin Giselle Mejia Joya.
Sarah Renee Meyer, magna cum laude.
Canyon Azdani Yazi, Associates with Honors.
Eduardo Ramos Gonzalez.
Michael Charles Carey, magna cum laude.
Chastity Lynette Haynes.
Jacqueline Soyama Carey, summa cum laude.
Alan Christopher Chumsawang, cum laude.
Michaela Renee Cooper, summa cum laude.
Shakira Rochelle Herbert.
And Trayvon Staten Barnett.
Adrian Ray, magna cum laude.
Ryan James Henry Godfroy, summa cum laude.
James Robert Reed, cum laude.
Samuel Stephen Schreiner II, cum laude.
Michelle Denise Manning.
Gerald Patrick Mulcahy Jr., summa cum laude.
Stephanie M. Dandara, magna cum laude.
Chijioke Prince Igesiulo, summa cum laude.
Cesar Alejandro Mota, cum laude.
Maxie Lee Frericks, magna cum laude.
Denise Whitney, magna cum laude.
Justin Azari, summa cum laude.
Alessia Cerón.
Nakia Hooper.
Roland Brown.
Lisa Marie Kwashi, summa cum laude.
Andrea Graham, cum laude.
Talia Michelle Douglas, summa cum laude.
Jessica Lane Sexton, magna cum laude.
Jamie Lynn St. Gelais, Associates with Highest Honors.
Amari Imoni Norman, cum laude.
Kendra McAllister, magna cum laude.
Ellie Claire Kennedy, summa cum laude.
Megan Victoria Hoffman.
Connor Michael Bailey.
Salvaduari Patmatasan.
Evan Michael Duco, summa cum laude.
Jessica May Allen.
Evan Edward Duarte, cum laude.
Dante Trevon Council, summa cum laude.
Tatiana Pratt, cum laude.
Tarun Nina Bedi Nuvati, summa cum laude.
Erica Ray Towns, summa cum laude.
Nachalis Pinilla, Associates with Honors.
Jesus Alexander Jaime Rosado, summa cum laude.
Rebecca Abel, summa cum laude.
Viren Patel, Associates with Highest Honors.
Ralph Nicholas Vito.
Travis Bennett.
Tanner Harold Hunt, summa cum laude.
Shawnee Lee Jones Jr., cum laude.
Diamond Chantal Harris.
Rachel Elizabeth Smith, summa cum laude.
Rebecca Pearson Short, summa cum laude.
Adriana Lee Fulgoni, cum laude.
Tomisha Brianna Davis, cum laude.
Sandra Soler Gruero, summa cum laude.
Mildred Morgan, magna cum laude.
Terry Lambert, associates with highest honors.
Matthew Karen.
Gina Humphrey, cum laude.
Jesus Marquina, magna cum laude.
Joshua Cheever.
Savannah Renee Armstrong, cum laude.
Karim E. Rodriguez Delgado, summa cum laude.
Yamil Israel Cornejo Coelho.
Nora Gage, summa cum laude.
Julia Ruth Gasio, summa cum laude.
Jessica Breeden.
Laura Belser, summa cum laude.
Dylan C. Wynn.
Nicholas Apicella, associates with high honors.
Alexander M. Coatney, summa cum laude.
William Rex Hagens, cum laude.
Nathaniel Asher Grattan.
Muajiad Mustafa Mohammed, summa cum laude.
Jen Eleanor Albritton, summa cum laude.
Mitiana Atiana Van Williams.
Eric Burton Silva, summa cum laude.
Alexi Jolly Rivera, summa cum laude.
Michael Kennard Wheeler Jr., summa cum laude.
Narwan Neshat.
Tyler Frazier, summa cum laude.
Sean Francis O'Neill, summa cum laude.
Suraj Shahi, summa cum laude.
Corian Anela Kennedy.
Sapati Bernard, summa cum laude.
Kyle Tran, magna cum laude. Symphony Jade Sanchez.
Adriana Rose Cartier, cum laude.
Ignacio Manuel Torres, summa cum laude.
Tashana Thomas Greenwood.
Najee Giddens Childs, magna cum laude.
Samir Mustafich.
Jared Henry Susi, summa cum laude.
Angelica Maria Guerrero, cum laude.
Tyrone R. Turner Perry.
Andrew Rios.
Nathaniel David Coons, summa cum laude.
Anthony Rios.
Daniel Jerome Deshawn, summa cum laude.
Imani Simone Sands.
Simon Robert French.
Kaya J. Carter.
Caleb Taylor Simmons, cum laude.
Andre Martin Butler.
Lamar Damone Barnett, associates with highest honors.
Akela Monique Reeves.
Demetrius Mark Wilson, magna cum laude.
Cameron Lewis Turner.
Caleb LeBron Jones.
Kyle Michael Ayers.
Emily Maggie Seeley, summa cum laude.
Alejandro Ochoa, magna cum laude.
Deborah Dugan.
Kibret Asmelash Tekle, summa cum laude.
Miguel Andres Rojas Saavedra, summa cum laude.
Nirel Brianne Whitlow, magna cum laude.
Eric Levi Shraver, Sr., summa cum laude.
Melissa Chita Yim.
Will Harper, summa cum laude.
Alan James Kennedy Jr., summa cum laude.
Jamarlo Andus.
Connor Mulvihill, summa cum laude.
Michael Anthony Leatham, summa cum laude.
Ethan Alexander Laro, cum laude.
Emily Pappas, summa cum laude.
Mishnai Daly.
Brandon Correa, cum laude.
Charicia Dember.
Kelsey Lynn Mulder, summa cum laude.
Aaron Douglas Mark, summa cum laude.
Mohammed Aziz Sagdudi, magna cum laude.
Shilpa Ganguly Biswas, summa cum laude.
Jason Henney, summa cum laude.
Paul Andre Tagliaferri Jr., magna cum laude.
Bernadette Ken Jean.
Hassan Rafi'i, associates with highest honors.
John Colin Maldonado.
Nicholas Eric Crawford, cum laude.
Robert Anthony Lulashi.
Kemery Arlena Thayer, summa cum laude.
Rotanak Gan, cum laude.
David Alvarado Garcia III.
Jennifer Cardi Feliciano.
Tracy Ann Beckford, associates with honors.
Brittany Aquino, cum laude.
Jonathan Pagan Castillo, summa cum laude.
Domingo Hernandez, cum laude.
Juliana Galiac Bacocini.
Alex Desant, magna cum laude.
Noah Plunkard, magna cum laude.
Jacob Raymond Oni, summa cum laude.
Molly Janae Hobgood.
Brianna Cole.
Christina Teresa Shepard, associates with honors.
Keisha Gail Yearwood.
Curtis Melton.
Linton Fabian Lindsay, summa cum laude.
Christopher Jordan Williams, cum laude.
Julissa Isuarelis O'Neill Torres.
Kaylee Alice Berwick.
Elizabeth Rutledge, associates with honors.
Tasaya Promise Turner.
Alexandra Sol Maria Caíña Vara, magna cum laude.
Croydon Benjamin Silvera, summa cum laude.
Aaron Sue Talbot, summa cum laude.
Linel Mercedes Perez.
Autumn Dunlap, cum laude.
Molly Penault, magna cum laude.
Marianne Michaud, summa cum laude.
Christina Dawn Gent, magna cum laude.
Jimmy Avriel, summa cum laude.
Douglas Wayne Carter II, associates with highest honors.
Angie Belen Cedillo.
Adeyinka Anthony Tinubu, cum laude.
Demetria Dakhai, associates with highest honors.
Yazan Saif.
Lucy Kamet Siva, associates with honors.
Mallory K. Hatch, summa cum laude.
John Freddy Otalvaro Jr., cum laude.
Stephe M. Lastly, summa cum laude.
Devin Judson, cum laude.
Joseph Benjamin Karen, summa cum laude.
Gabriela del Sol Pastor, summa cum laude.
Jose Luis Garza, summa cum laude.
Ifechukwudi Adeze Joanne Joseph, summa cum laude.
Omar Mohammed Farah.
Tiania Michelle Allen, associates with highest honors.
Lillian Berry, magna cum laude.
Tempest Earcat, Associates with Honors.
Jasmine Janelle Royer, summa cum laude.
Brittany Patrice Martin, cum laude.
Tavon Emmanuel Richardson Singletary, Associates with High Honors.
Gianmarco Vendramin, summa cum laude.
Patrick Carl Silver.
Madeline Juliet Johns.
Jessica Maria Weber Encarnacion, summa cum laude.
Pratik Banjade, summa cum laude.
Desiree Lynn Jenkerson, summa cum laude, and Michael Keith Jenkerson, summa cum laude.
Kayla Elliott, magna cum laude. Grant Evan Langenberg, summa cum laude. James Farrell, magna cum laude.
Kendra Strong.
Dana Lawrence, magna cum laude.
Jasmine Ohana Moreira.
Marissa J. Neves.
Cedric Vieira Moreira.
Christine Beth Carvalho.
Abigail J. Young, Associates with Highest Honors.
Taekwon Nicholas Pomare Taylor.
Craig Rowell, cum laude.
Jayapriya Saravana Kumar, summa cum laude.
Javina Chantal Channer.
Catherine Ramirez.
Victor Bernard David, summa cum laude.
Melanie Monsong Feely, magna cum laude.
Allison Nicole Nickerson, magna cum laude.
Destiny Violet Richard, summa cum laude.
Shania Latae Smith.
Felipe Lemos.
Linda Jeremy Dolan, Associates with Highest Honors.
Madison Mariah Dole, cum laude.
Shelby M. Emerson, cum laude.
Daniel Nowell, cum laude.
Zainab Mahmoud, summa cum laude.
Cameron Kinney, magna cum laude.
Zachary Scott Branham, summa cum laude.
Danielle Louise Brown, summa cum laude.
Christy Rose Williams.
Tishaka Ryan, cum laude.
Jacob Ryan Boulay.
Harlan Mi Trong, summa cum laude.
Moet Rose Park, summa cum laude.
Julia William Pollard.
Cameron Aderi Bigby.
Holly Melissa Martin Riley, cum laude.
Nicole Encinas.
Isaiah Thomas Riley. Amy Isabella Foreman.
Jocelyn Stephanie Vasquez, Associates with Highest Honors.
Umair Sajid Iqbal.
Halima Walid Abdu.
Mariam Michaud, summa cum laude.
Bruna Braga Thunstrom, summa cum laude.
Kaylee Colleen Domian, cum laude.
Guru Prasad Taimagondlu Nilakanteshwara, cum laude.
Tina Neville Florencio.
Luckner Bellevue, summa cum laude.
Lisania Mesa Nova.
Kaylee Ray Barabee, summa cum laude.
Diamond West.
Joshua Harvey Wadsworth, summa cum laude.
Sean Adrian Garavice, summa cum laude.
Armando Jose Arenas, magna cum laude.
Christopher Patrick Gary, summa cum laude.
Venita Harini Vabrivarma.
Danielle Anna Lowry, magna cum laude.
Aubrey Michael Daniels.
Heather Lorraine Durden.
Taina Elenis Javier.
Jacob Aaron Carlson, cum laude.
Jacqueline Christine Gross, summa cum laude.
Casibo Jondi Sanzu, magna cum laude.
Avante Lamar Peebles.
Jeffrey Adonis Ramos.
Michaela M. Raymond, cum laude.
Philip Kyle Kimball Scott, summa cum laude.
Daryl D. Williams Jr., magna cum laude.
Carol Ann Smith, associates with highest honors.
Joshua Adam Haynes.
Vanessa Colleen White, magna cum laude.
Glenn Waverly Dennis Waller.
Nicole Amelia Renelick.
Caroline Jerry Materi, magna cum laude.
Emmanuel Isaac Torres, cum laude.
Hazel Vera Garazo.
Kimberly Frock, summa cum laude.
Nicholas A. Scavitas, summa cum laude.
Sylvester Yadom Konatu, magna cum laude.
Dennis Buckner.
Natalie Hatfield, associates with highest honors.
Jorge Rincon, summa cum laude.
Shanidra Denise Span, summa cum laude.
Jennifer Michelle Matthews Herring, summa cum laude.
Bishal Pokrel, summa cum laude.
Spring Phoenix.
Rayma Karen Johnson.
Huelica Sanders.
Michael S. Evans Godoy, summa cum laude.
Sia Cecilia Smith, cum laude.
David Foy, magna cum laude.
Lachey L. Monroe.
Latoria Shantae Judkins.
Tiana Wells.
Elizabeth Brianna Nelson.
Letitia Pollard Torres, summa cum laude.
Patrick Bajoje Tuyasenge.
Sachelle Renee McRae.
Sarah June.
Angel Joshua Gonzalez Rodriguez.
Kaja Brielle Bauer.
Kimberly Copeland.
Dre Amau Oates, cum laude.
Aja Marie Onise Carson, cum laude.
Wilina Rodriguez Pedrosa Gomes.
Pamela M. Lockett, summa cum laude.
Latoya Gatlin.
McLean Moises, summa cum laude.
Eladis Aime Bastardo Reynoso.
Kaylee Vanessa James, cum laude.
Alicia Marie Artica.
Judith Salablanca, summa cum laude.
Shalice Montero de Pina.
Amber Marie Martin, magna cum laude.
Crystal R. Laura.
Mohammed El Marzougi, summa cum laude. Ana Milena Garces, cum laude. Rose Marie Arnold. Jose Alejandro Gutierrez. Michelle Lee Serrano. Paulina Stengel, Associates with High Honors. Selimar Brito Duarte, summa cum laude. Tara Previlon. Raquel Barreto, Associates with Highest Honors. Nivea Maria Costa, Associates with Highest Honors. Wilson Piedrahita, cum laude. Destiny Hassani Franklin Green. Solange Umotoni. Brandon Javon Godfrey. Lorella Mitorari, summa cum laude. Rudy Umana. Yulian Morari, summa cum laude. Jasmine D. Lilburn. Alyssa Brianna Sloan. Jeremy Anthony Campbell. Joanna Mendez, cum laude. Jovan Montina. Sheree Nicole Spate, Associates with High Honors. Samir El Bouzekri El Idrissi, Associates with High Honors. Letitia D. Smith, cum laude. Bura Mobanga Kenja. And last but not least, Marquise Lydell Williams, magna cum laude.
Congratulations to the SNHU class of 2025. And now, it is my great honor and pleasure to introduce our Alumni Board Chair, Aaron Dupuy, SNHU class of 2019. Aaron.
Congratulations to the newest graduates of Southern New Hampshire University. On behalf of the Alumni Board of Directors, I am honored to officially welcome you to the SNHU Alumni Association. Today, more than 300,000 SNHU alumni around the world congratulate you on your success and hope you will be an active part of our global SNHU community. Now, for the traditional turning of the tassel. When you earn your associate's or bachelor's degree, you move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left. Graduate students, you did this when you completed your undergraduate work, so if there's an undergraduate seated next to you, give them a hand. We're also going to have our faculty and aisle marshals help us out and throw some celebratory confetti. So, if you are one of our learners who has earned an associate's or bachelor's degree, I invite you to stand and participate in the ceremonial tradition. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. As you continue to celebrate your achievements, remember there may be another SNHU graduate at your workplace or living right next door to you. Seek out and lean into your vast alumni network. Congratulations again, and good luck on your next chapter. We can't wait to see what you do next.
You may be seated. I want to thank the members of the New Hampshire Pipes and Drums for playing during our commencement exercise. The recessional will begin with the call of our bagpipers, followed by the platform party, faculty, and then graduates, beginning with the front row. Please wait for the row in front of you before exiting in the center aisle, and you will leave through the tunnel where you entered. Guests must exit the building and meet their graduates outside. As a reminder, there is no entry once you have left the arena. Thank you and congratulations.